Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. The Insomniac series, episode number 7. I had to think about that. So technically now it is it's November 21st, 2019, and this is about 12:16. I wanted to try something different with this whole purse thing. So that is what I am doing right now. Trying something different because, well, I can do whatever I want. Why? Because game. So I'm trying to get this going real quick. I hope everybody's in their pajamas, ready to lay down and watch or hang out and sew something. So I pulled out some scrap strips for now because I honestly do not know how this is going to turn out. So I'm just going to build as I go, if that makes any sense. So I took out some strips. They're all different widths. And I'm going to sew them together in full length and see how wide this ends up, and then go from there, because I'm making something totally different than I normally would, a different way than I normally would. So I'm going to take all these, they're the length of fabric, and they're random width strips. So I'm just going to sew them all together and see what happens. I'm going to use a 1/4 inch seam, white thread, and I'm just going to sew them all together. Like I said, like 5 times now. So I'm just going to make sure my 1/4 inch is lined up, and I'm not going to change my foot out. Normally I would have my 1/4 inch foot on here, but I'm not caring about that right now. I kind of want to trim one of these down more so that 2 of them are small, 2 of them are big. Or I can leave out this small. No, I need this, and it would end in this. Okay, so let's leave out this small one. Hi Shirley, hi Jim, hi Aunt B, hi Vicky. Get some sleep, Mama. You are doing amazing. I love you. Good night. All right, Maxine, I love you. I'll talk to you later. I'm trying to figure things out. That's what I'm doing, kiddo. And you should be sleeping anyway. You have school tomorrow. Hello. And I already said that. Okay. So I'm just going to sew these together. One strip, then another strip, then another strip. And these are stripes. I don't know how well you can tell. And I just matched it with some solids that go with it. So I'm just going to sew these full length strips and go from there. With what I think might happen, I'm not sure. And it'd be best if I got a nice stitch length. Oh, I'm glad you love it, Jim. I tell you guys all the time, and that's why I tell everybody that watches my videos to make sure you check out the description below, because there's always links to my social media where I post still photos that are clear quality compared to my video camera. Even though tonight it looks very clear from the screen, and I have you guys on the big screen as well as this one. Don't know why I just turned it on. So yeah, I'm glad you like it. It's the perfect size. It's not too small. Did you like the way I packaged that thing, Jim? I sucked all the air out of the bag so that I could fit it into the smallest pot. I think I'm going to start doing that with quilts just for shipping, so that I can have them in the smallest packages possible. I don't know. I don't think it would be possible with a bigger quilt, though. That was kind of smaller. But a bigger one would be harder to suck all the air out of. I'd have to use a vacuum seal bag and then tell people to open it right away, so that it can grow and be full size. But I'm glad you like it. All right, so no messing around today. I'm going to sew this. Hoping that my idea works, because I don't have enough usable interfacing, a thicker one for purses, so this is why I'm quilting them with the layers that I've been quilting them with, or else I would try some interfacing to thicken things up and not use as many layers. But I think this should work, hopefully. It always is. Shipping is the most expensivest thing. That's another reason why I don't give away a lot more of my quilts. because I put a lot into them and then shipping them. I want to start doing small giveaways, but quilts are all I have. I mean, I have fabric too, but I was just overdue for a nice giveaway. So Jim, be happy you got the first giveaway in a long time. And I'll do it again, guys, for the rest of you. All right. I'm going to finger press this. Wow, these colors really match. Which is pretty darn awesome, I think. Like this. Okay, I got to show you this. See how close I can get it. So, see that yellow strip in this? So this is striped fabric. See that yellow strip? And then it goes down. It literally blends where the white isn't because the strips aren't completely straight. You can't even tell, but that's the yellow from this strip. That's how nicely they're matching. That's crazy. Alright, next color. I hope this turns out like my brain sees it since I'm on this whole purse kick lately. I should be long arming, but earlier I tried. It's very, very, very cold outside. I have to have the window open for circulation, obviously, but it's not open a lot. It is so cold out there. It rained last night. The humidity that built up in our house is beyond words with my body, but I'm doused in arthritis cream. So even though you guys can't smell me through the screen, I smell like a hospital room, because that's the arthritis cream smells good, but it has this like hospital room kind of feeling about it. The smell. I mean, the green is landing in the green stripe, and it's matching too. You're not even gonna know. It's gonna look like it's curved almost. So I'm sewing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips together, by the way, to make a really scrappy bag that I hope works out. Cloth bag for my son to use when traveling for work. That sounds fun. Just like a what do they call it? A man purse or a man bag. I'm just finger pressing. I'll take this to the iron when I sew all of the strips together and keep it straight, because the next step will be cutting specific lengths off of it. Not specific, like, as in I know a number right now, but I know what I'm thinking I'm doing, so. It might turn out ugly. You never know. I might just be wasting scraps. And these technically aren't scraps, they're just leftover fabric that I chopped down into random sizes. Sometimes I only cut 2.5 inch strips. Sometimes I cut all random sizes. And I put them in my random strip container, which I have 2 of. I have some that are completely with the fabric, and then I have some that are cut downs from leftover strips. And it's nice to have all these tubs filled with already pre-cut fabric, so that when you get a hair up your butt and you decide you want to do something just randomly, you can pick things out and do it. So if you're new to my channel, you can look through my videos and find my storage and organization for pre-cuts, because I definitely make a lot of my own pre-cuts. For those who have not seen it, there is a video. And I've been watching videos on zippers. I still have yet to do a zipper. I wanted to with this project right now, but I would have to refer to videos, and unfortunately I can't watch a YouTube video at the same time as seeing your guys' comments and making a video, because then I'd be pausing and not talking to you guys, trying to pay attention. So as soon as I figure it out on my own, then I'll come back and show people how to attach zippers, because I'll have to learn myself before I show you guys. Although some of you probably know how to do zippers already. So I just like making whatever. I learn as I go, since I'm kind of veering out of quilting. And I think I told you guys, but I'm not sure. The reason why I haven't been making any quilt tops lately is because I have a bazillion that need quilted, and one is on the frame now, and it'll probably be on forever because I'm switching between 4 different thread colors for it. And let's just say I have tension issues because I'm using 2 different top and bottom threads as well. So when I was outside today, the tension got messed up, and I'm thinking one of the kids must have turned the knob on my bobbin winder, because every bobbin that I've tried, and 3 bobbins I've gone through now, and they're all wrong. Like, no matter if I have the tension perfect, for some reason I still see my bobbin tension, no matter how much I adjust it back and forth. So I'm thinking it's the bobbins weren't wound properly. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out tomorrow when there's daylight, to come into the garage so that I can see better the night light. Because right now, if I go out there, I'm working under night lighting only, and it's hard to, I don't know, I have to use flashlights to see underneath the quilt. Alright, one more strip, and then I'm going to press it all and go to the next step, which is I don't know yet. It's trimming. That's the next step. Trimming to I'm going to cut this into like 4 different pieces, I think. Alright, so I'll finger press this. I'm going to plug the iron in and then take this over and press it, which I can turn you guys to see. I have 25 quilt tops. I have everything that you see in there, that way, all the way in the rest of the way. And then I have this pile right here. These are already started quilting, but they're kind of crappy. They're things I started back when I started quilting. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Oh, and I don't think I showed you guys because I haven't taken pictures yet, but I bound this quilt in the turquoise color. This is my half and half quilt, so I bound it in turquoise, and I think it looks really, really awesome with the turquoise around it, because it's half and half in color, so it looks really good. So yeah, that got finished this morning because I couldn't sleep. I got up at 7 o'clock out of bed and I said, screw it, and I stayed out of bed. And I've been up all day, no nap. Then I chose not to take a nap because I was on the phone with a friend. And I don't know how big this is yet, guys. I haven't measured anything because these are just random size strips and it looks really cool. Oops, stuff in there. Trying to keep this as flat as possible. There we go. Alright, keep that there. We're going to take this to the cutting area. Isn't it cool? And they all match. Matchy matchy. Alright, let's see how wide this is now. Is 11 inches wide. So my bag is going to be 11 inches wide. So I'm going to start by cutting the end off right here. Make sure that's nice and flush. Nice and flush. Nice and flush on the line. Yes, I have it folded funky, but give it a second, you'll see what I'm doing. I'm going to start with a straight line on the bottom. Toss that. Now, I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to make two different sections for the front and back of the purse. So let's see. I'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll come over 5. We'll come over 7 inches up. And we're going to give it a cut, all of them at once. So there's 7 inches up. That's part of my front. And then I'm going to go 3, 4. 4 more inches. I'm going to go on 4. 4 inches. Like that. So this right here will be the top, and this will be the bottom, and then I'm making a front pocket. I'll find out the back size as soon as I figure out my front pocket size. So what I'm going to do is grab a coordinating colored fabric of some sort. Let's go with, I don't have much of a choice but to go with ugly colors, good pretty colors. How about this one? No, that looks dumb. I should have thought about this before trying. Let's go with off-white then, because that goes with anything. Or regular white. It's bright white, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, wait. Ow, 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 ow. I don't like that. I like white better. We're going to go with white. So I am going to cut a piece that is, what did I say this was? This was 7, right? Yep. I'm going to cut a 7-inch piece off of this white. It's pretty wrinkly. Actually 7.5, because I need that extra 1/2 inch for the bottom side. My hair is blowing in my mouth. All right, so 6, 7, and 1/2. No, 7 1/4, because I'm losing 1/4 from that. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to open it up. Oh, and look at that. It's like super perfect. Holy moly. Look at that. That's what I need. Right here. And that. I'm just going to cut right there, because I need to cut the selvage away. Don't want to use that part. And then I'm going to press it real quick so that it's nice and flat. Give me 2 seconds. So this is now 1/4 inch bigger than this, right? And this now is going to sew to this one, like that. And then I'm going to press it back. I'll be right back, 2 seconds. I'm not turning the camera a bazillion times. Okay. So here's this. And then this also needs a piece of exactly that size. Right here. Lining it up. And this gets sewn, flipped around, and then I need to add batting in the middle. So I'm going to quilt it. Oops, I should press that first. Sew during summer and quilt when it gets cooler. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Is trying not to make too many more tops right now, unless a customer comes through. All right, so I'm going to sew this, and then I'm going to flip it around, and it should be that same size because I made that extra 1/4 inch bigger. So let's see how this turns out. And this is not something I do very often. I'm going to press this seam open, and hopefully what I'm thinking of doing is going to work out. Hopefully. On the top. And then I'm going to pick it up and fold it now in half and press. That way it's 100% nice and flat. And now it's kind of crooked, but whatever. Okay, so now it's sewn together and has a nice flat top. And that's going to create this right here as a pocket on the front. But first, I'm going to quilt. So I'm going to grab some of this, which is my quilty back stuff. I need it to be this big. can have plenty of space. Okay, move that. I'm going to stick batting in between here because I don't mind if my inner pocket is quilted. I just want this part to be quilted too on the inside of my pocket. I'm just going to put this on here. And we're just going to cut it right here. Press that down for 2 seconds. Grab some batting. And I want to use that thin stuff. Ow. Oh, see if I even have enough. All right, I do. So let's cut this off here. And that one can go, nope. This one can go in here, like so. All the scrap stuff away from it. Lay that on top. And I'm going to quilt that as well as putting a piece of batting in my little front pocket piece. And that's almost enough. See if I can stretch it. It doesn't have to be completely thick. Just honestly. That's not going to work either. I want to see that back. So we're just going to cut a piece to slide in and quilt. And then I'll trim everything down afterwards. And you guys will see everything that I'm doing. Alright, so this one's going to go in here, like that, all the way to the top edge as best as possible. Use my fingers, slide it there, and quilt it. Just like that. So let's throw as far as that can go. I'm going to quilt this, and I'm just going to quilt all lines going with this, the direction of this little project, starting with right here. And I'm just going to use white thread. It's no big deal. That's nice and flat. So right here. We'll change some bobbin thread. I hate when it happens right there at the beginning too. I'm hoping this turns out like what my brain is seeing. I hate that because I've been on purse mode for a while now and it won't go away. The need to make these things or come up with new ideas. Let's do a little back stitch. Hopefully that's not horrible. Make sure everything's nice and flat. And I'm just going to come as straight down as possible. Just keep going. Pretty nice. And there's also going to be a lining too, so same as I've been doing, except this is going to have a pocket on the front. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not doing this wrong. A few more times. Sometimes I have to give in. And this happens to me all the time. All the time. It's mainly with quilts, but like lately it's been purses. And I still want to figure out how to do a zipper. That's like my biggest goal. I've done a zipper, but it didn't turn out like you would think. I did that with the zippers on the infinity scarves. And I definitely struggled. Like, really struggled. And last here. As well as across the top and the bottom, just because I'm going to be trimming it down anyway. And I want all these openings to be closed. Do all these threads and trim them real quick. Actually, they will trim on their own in a second. They're just stuck in what I just sewed, that's all. Alright, I'm going to repeat that same process on this top portion, except I'm going to start by sewing right here on the edge where I had folded and pressed it. I'm going to sew like right 1/8 of an inch on that edge. Just to keep it folded in half. Properly folded in half. And now I'm going to sew down each side like I did with the bottom part. Cut 2.5 inch strips today for colors of each. Hope I did it right. Hopefully. Was your eyesight good when you did that, Vicki? Or did you have blurry vision at all, or any issues while, doing that? I'll have to trim all these threads away so that this looks clean. And making sure to hold everything flat and open as well. This time it's not getting as much quilting as the other purses I've done. Because this is kind of like a little prototype, I guess, if you want to call it that. Just to make sure I can do it. Gotta keep going this way because I don't want it to shift. are you calling tomorrow? The doctor? The eye doctor? And one more seam right here on this edge. Should have all lined up correctly. Alright, now I'm going to trim all this away at the top. Sometimes the stitch gets stuck down in there. Just want it to stay clean looking. So I'm going to clean it up right here at the top. Alright, now what I'm going to do is trim away excess. Nice and flat. I don't need to keep that for anything. Actually, I'll keep this little piece for inside pocket. Okay, that's trimmed. Now I'm going to trim this one. All the way around. Trying to get insurance to cover cataract surgery, not fun. Hi, Brenda. Oh, your glasses are in, Vicki? Okay. Now, I am going to put this on here. Roll that away. I'm going to lay this on here. I'm going to line these two pieces up like so. Line it up nicely. Everything's the same size. Line it up right there at that edge. I'm going to pin. I never pin, but I'm pinning, guys, just to make sure that my seams are still on top of each other. If that makes any sense at all. I want this to 100% line up. There. I even want my stitching lines to line up. So let me show you. So these two pieces are now held together like that. So my stitching lines and everything, even my seam lines, all match up. Okay. And now I'm going to come into the center right here. I'm going to find the center real quick, and I'm going to sew directly down that center, which will be 10.5, so 5 1/4 is center. Let's put, let's just line it up and say right here on that yellow line. Or you can just do like this, fold it in half and find the center, but I don't like doing that. I'm just going to say right here on that yellow. I made myself, I know it mark. So I'm going to come right here, this mark right here, start my stitching at that stitch line on the top. I'm going to take a back stitch or two, keep everything nice and flat. And I'm going to come straight down. Everything's nice and lined up. Now, what I should have is something with wings. See? Oh, it's flying. Now I have that. Trim that little piece off. And technically I could sew the sides down if I wanted to right now, which I probably should, so that everything stays where it's supposed to be, lined up nicely, actually. And then we're going to build the other side. I'm going to get the measurement for it and build the other side. Let's line this up. I'm just going to sew it on that line. that I already made. Sew across the bottom. And sew up this side. Hi, Marie. Brenda has a water leak out in the yard by meter, waiting to see if insurance will pay. What? Marie says, hello, Insomniacs with MS, except I have to work in the morning, hoping watching you will wear me out to put me to sleep. No offense. Oh, that's fine. Just fine. I know what it's like not being able to sleep and having MS. So, all right, so now I have this front piece. They line up, but it is actually 2 lined pockets. So there's a pocket. There's 2 pockets. So let's measure this now and cut the piece for the other side. So we're going to measure it. And I am 10.5 inches. I need to fix this bottom because it's not very straight real quick. Get a better measurement. There we go. That should be a better measurement. So, right on top. 10 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 eighths. 10 and 3 eighths. 10 and 3 eighths. That's what it is, right? Do it again. 1, 2, 3 eighths. All right. Let's cut the next piece for the back from the nice straight side. Oops, not this way. We're going to come over 10 and 3 eighths. We're going to line this up. Line. Kind of have some bowing going on. That's okay. We'll make it work. I'm going to recut this edge just so it's nice and straight. And now I'm not using my brand new ruler because it's big and I'm trying to work with small little stuff, so I don't want too much sliding around. So 10 and 3 eighths. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside. Hi, Debbie. She helps your mind reset, gives me peace. Thanks, Tiff. I have 2 insurance and have to fight to cover anything. Let's make sure that this is the same size. And it is. All right, now I need to grab my quilting stuff. Let's see, my fabric right here. Cut this to size. Almost size. Now I'm going to take this and quilt this one now. Same procedure. I'm just going to sew on each side of the seam on every single one of them. So let me get some more thin batting. And I'm going to make sure that all the stuff that it picks up off the floor and all over my desk isn't stuck in it. It's one thing about batting, you guys got to make sure you pick all the threads off, because if you don't, it ends up inside quilt or quilted projects. And if you're using white material, it's even worse because it shows behind white fabric. And I have so many times on the long arm where a thread will end up under white areas and I've already quilted and I can't go in and reach and pull it out, which really sucks. I hate when that happens. Like, literally, it is so annoying. Okay, so now I'm going to do this one. I'll quilt it exactly the same. I'll start with this edge, and I didn't pin anything, just holding it flat, letting the machine do most of the work. Except I'm going to go back and forth so I don't have no shifting like I did the other one. Back and forth. Holding it, all the seams open as I go. this with my hand. Nice and firm. Tiniest crochet hook to sneak in and get threads. Even after you've quilted though, that's the thing. Mine always show under white. After say I quilted right here on the seam, it would be above it. And I'm not picking to get in there, so yeah, I just kind of leave it. But most of the time I try to get all threads out of the way, if that makes any sense. Heck yeah, I'm hurting. I'm covered head, well, not head, but neck and shoulders and elbows and hips and lower back, knees, ankles, the tops of my legs, all of it in arthritis cream. Because the rain and humidity is making it worse, and it's humid as crap outside because it rained really, 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 really bad last night. The rain was coming in so sideways from 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. It was coming in this way that it rained in my bathroom window. My bathroom window is like up here, outside. You could, if you look outside, it's just a small bathroom window, way up high, and I had it open to bring some air into the house, even though it was windy. But it was rain. When I went to go to the bathroom at it was like 3:30 in the morning. It was drenched because the bathroom was over the toilet. The toilet was drenched. The floor was drenched. Everywhere was drenched. It rained in my bathroom. So yeah, the weather really, really, really screws with me a lot. And I got my new mattress. Let's just say that's been a fight as well. I can't say whether I'm sleeping good or not, or better, without pain, because I'm in pain, extra pain because of humidity. That whole mattress thing has a whole long story. And I guess since I'm here, I might as well tell you guys. So, I went mattress shopping in the whole town. Every mattress store laid on. I went in and said, hey, I need your softest, most ultra plush mattress. That means that you push your hand on it and it sinks all the way in because it's a super ultra soft plush. I didn't weigh enough. I don't weigh enough. I'm very light because I'm small. For the little, they have, one of the mattress stores has this tester thing by Serta. You lay on it and it has like 100 and something sensors and tells you if you're supposed to be on a hard, medium, or soft mattress, and it tells where your pressure points are for what kind of mattress and blah, 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 support-wise. It didn't work for me. They tested me 2 times in a row and no reading. They didn't get no reading from me, but the machine works. So they tested me, didn't work. Well, I liked one of the beds there, but it was $4,000. We don't have $4,000. So I went to everywhere else in town, kept going, found a place, got myself a super ultra. I loved it. It felt great in the store. I could feel the difference between the super ultra plush and the just plush, And yeah, so we bought a $500 plush mattress, only for us to get it home. We didn't have we didn't have them deliver anything. We just went and picked it up. We don't have a truck, but a friend did it for us with their trailer. So we bring it home, and we can't set it up right away because the girls were napping. And finally, it's dinner time. After dinner, we decided to set my bed up. So first of all, we put the new mattress. We took the old mattress off and stood it against the wall. Put my new mattress on, and I laid on it. This new mattress is hard as rock. Literally hard as rock. It did not feel like the store. I was telling Scott, I want to take it back. He goes, they don't take returns on mattresses, and they most likely don't, you know. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm probably screwed. So we tried, well, what happens if I put it on a box spring? Because my frame was metal. So we thought, well, maybe the box spring will work. So we took CJ's mattress off his bed and took his box spring and put it in my room. Even harder. It just kept getting harder and harder. It was mind-boggling. So then we put my mattress on the floor. It's soft. Not as soft as it was in the store, but it was softer just being directly on the floor on the carpet. So we got it on the carpet. I like it, but obviously we can't just put my mattress on the floor on the carpet. So then we tried my frame, the metal frame, then Cyrus's box spring, then my mattress, which made the bed like literally this tall. It was this tall. So I had to step stool up onto it. Not soft. Not soft at all. I was so pissed off. So then we were like, take a break, blah, blah, blah. Took a break. We had to clean the carpets and stuff because my cat, his hiding place was under my metal frame. So we decided to take the metal frame away completely. So metal frame's gone. We figured we'll just box spring a mattress on the floor. Tried his box spring with my mattress on the floor. It didn't work. So then we brought in, no, we didn't bring it in. We took put his box spring back and took my old mattress. We laid it on the floor out of the way for now. And we put my new mattress on top of my old mattress. Bam. Soft as soft gets. So I'm wondering what the store had it on a box spring, what kind of box spring they had it on. But right now, I have two mattresses stacked on the floor, no frame, just they're on the floor. But my old mattress is this thick, and my new mattress is this thick. So it literally stands, hold on, I gotta stand here. The bed is this tall, so it's to my hip. So it's the height of an average bed now. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. We went through all that, and I wanted an adjustable frame. That's another $500, but Scott said, no, we'll wait. It's a good thing we did because it's hard as a rock on a frame. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with, and I can't tell you if it's a good mattress or not because I haven't been able to really sleep. I slept for about an hour and a half this morning before 7 a.m. because I was up at 7 a.m. And yeah, I couldn't tell you because I hurt because of the humidity. Go figure. So yeah, that's my story. All right, now on to the next part. Let's make sure this is what it's supposed to be. Where am I at? 10 and a half? 10 and a half. All right. Now, front and back are quilted. And I just use crappy liner except for what's on the inside of this one. So we're going to set that aside. We are now going to set that aside and grab some of this. I have no idea why it was on a bolt with that little amount on it, but that's okay. Only had 1 yard, 6 inches. All right, now I'm going to cut a 10.5-inch strip. I'm just going to grab that new ruler out. 10, 15, I'm going to line it up on half. That's 10 and a half. 10 and a half, 10. For my inside, since this is a small bag, I'm making it just a little bit different, a little bit more on the precise side. Okay, remove that out of the way. They're also going to open this up. I'm going to press it real quick. I'll be right back. I know how you feel. I've been having a couple of bad days myself. It sucks. It really does. Hope it works out for you. What are you making this morning? I am making another purse, except a totally different purse than I've already made. This is just something I had in my head because I still haven't figured out the zipper thing, so I can't do anything with zippers yet. But I figured I could try front pockets now that I've gotten as far as I have, you know. The only thing about this ruler is it's sticking to everything. Just want it right here on this line. Got my salvages off. There we go. All right. And now I'm coming over again, 10 and a half. Half, and half. That's all it's supposed to be. Now, this is the same size. Awesome. Now I need to make a pocket. Since this is my lining, my pocket is going to go in here, and I'm going to use another piece of this, except I'm just going to cut we'll cut 6 inches, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut a 6-inch strip. Make sure it's nice and straight. Looks straight to me. We're going to take this extra 7.5-inch piece. We're going to put right sides together, and I'm going to create a pocket. I'm going to press this real quick. I think you're getting the winds you had last night. Yeah, we had some killer winds yesterday, and they're still windy outside right now, but the wind is blowing to the east. So, all right, let's move this out of the way for a second. We're going to put this, trim this to this size because this is 7 inches. Trim this to this size. We're going to make this pocket just a little bit different than I've been making them before because it's the full length. Alright, put that out of the way. Now I'm going to right sides together this and sew all down the top and the bottom only. Top and bottom only on this. And you'll see why. I'm trying to stick with 1/4-inch seams for everything that's seam wise. Same here. It's supposed to rain then snow here. Isn't it cold enough to snow there already, Ricky? Stay down. No, back stitch. Trying to keep my seams facing down. Okay, see, I'm doing something completely different now, guys. So I'm going to press these open. I'll show you. For a second, I sewed on both sides. And now I have a weird, funky thing, right sides together. I'm just going to go ahead and press these open. Only because I think it'll lay flatter that way, or at least it's supposed to. For this project, at least. Anything else, I don't ever press the seams open, but this is just a little bit different than my normal quilting. Alright, so that one's done. Roll it to the side and do this one now. Don't burn yourself when you're trying to press the seam open. Okay, now I'm going to flip it right sides out. Like so. And then I'm going to flatten it out and press now again. Move it around, get this next side. It's nice and flat. Probably wouldn't have even had to press that open, but all right. Now, I'll turn the camera. Here is my lining for the inside, just one piece for now. Oops, I turned it too far on that one. I'm going to lay this in here, just like that. About, I don't know how far that is from the top. Let's see. Let's make it 3 inches from the top. Remember, I go back on my videos sometimes, so that's why I'm making sure I'm doing this more accurately. So 3 inches from the top, both sides, nice and equal. What I'm going to do now, actually, before I do that, I'm going to top stitch on this, on both of these folds, about 1/8 of an inch away real quick. Clean it up a little. Again now. Line this 3 inches from the top, line this up, and just lay this right here. Center it. And what I'm going to do is creating 2 pockets. So now I'm going to find the center of this piece and sew down it. So I'm just going to find the center by doing this. Folding it in half, creating a little crease. Lay it there, there's my crease, my center. I'm going to take some pins if I can get them. Pin this in place. On both sides, just like this. And just like this. And then I have my little center crease, which I can see, but you guys can't. Now I'm going to sew down that center crease. From one down to the other point. And then I'm going to sew across the bottom. So let's go to my little center crease. Now I'm going to back stitch. I don't want it to come undone. And I'm just going to go straight down now. Let me back stitch that bottom. And then come across the bottom, right on top of the same stitching line that I already sewed on. All right, so remove these pins, and now I guess I will have the right kind of piece. So now I have 2 open sides like that. And now we're going to put, let's trim these sides straight real quick. Because they're a little bit off there. But I made sure everything was centered, so that's a plus. Alright. Now, this is the top of my pocket. I'm going to take these 2 pieces now, right sides together. Like this, like that, and like that. This is the lining. And I'm going to sew all the way down one side and then up the other, like every purse I've done now, leaving a hand pull amount, I don't know, like 4 inches or so, and at the bottom. So I'm going to come down one side, sew 1/4 inch seam. Pivot, come over, back stitch, come down this side now. Everything should be still nice and flat. Come to this side, back stitch. I sewed off the edge accidentally on this one. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to be cutting it off. putting back stitch at the sides of the pocket. All right, my pockets at the top. So now I have this with 2 pockets inside like that. And I'm going to box my corners. This one's going to be smaller because it's a small little bag that I'm making. So I'm going to do the same thing I did the last time I showed you guys this. I'm going to put these seams right on top of each other by putting my hand in to make, you know, the crease. Right sides together. And still, I didn't open it up. I'm going to lay it nicely right here on the table. And I'm just going to come down 1.5 inches from the point. Actually, 1 3/4 inches from the point. That's better, way better. 1 3/4 inches. The way I can remember this. 1 3/4 inches. Where is the pen? Pen. Regular pen. I'm going to make a line. I'm going to put a pin in it to stay for a second. I'm going to turn it around. Box this corner. Same procedure. Open it up. Put the seams on top of each other. Like that. Nice and flat. Creating a triangle right here at the end. Come down 1 3/4 inches is what I'm doing on these. Right there. Draw on a line. Put a pin in it. Let it stay. Both these sides will get sewn on their line. Anybody else sewing with me? My little piece got messed up. So I'm going to back stitch right here. No, stay down. Take my pin out. Do this side. So on the line. As binding. Fun. All right, I already know this is going to line up, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop this off because I already know it's going to line up. So I'm just chopping off the excess. 1/4 inch away from what I just made as a seam. I'm going to pull it right sides out now. And my pocket comes right to the bottom of the purse. Look at that, exactly. So this will be the bottom box. Oops, the camera's this way. Bottom box, my pocket sits right at the bottom of the purse. See that? So it'll be right there at the bottom on the inside of the purse. Perfect, perfect, perfect. How glad I changed that number. And now I'm going to do this. My stuff to make handles, but I'm going to put these right sides together now. And now if I wanted, I can actually put the yellow on this side. And what do you guys think? Having it opposite when you look at the purse from the front. So hold on, let me put these real quick to see if that's right. Yeah. I could either have it when the purse comes together, it'll be red and yellow, and red and yellow. So one side will be one way and one with the other. Or I could have it yellow with yellow and red with red. I kind of like it the other way though, guys. What do you think? I think it should be the other way. So that way when you're looking at the purse, it's on opposite sides instead of the same side. Kind of like that better. A little red. Okay. Well, nobody's responding, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing. My thing, red and yellow. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So now I'm going to sew down this side, across the bottom, and up the side. I'm going to make sure one more time that my pocket sits on the top opening. That's where the pocket's opening should be. So that makes the other end the bottom. So I'm going to come down both sides. It should be exactly the same size now. Everything should be exactly the same. My back stitch, sew on down. Hold my end. Pivot or disconnect and then sew this bottom now. Why I'm back stitching because I'm going to be chopping it off. And now it's very thick, by the way. Just because it has 2 layers now of a quilting and batting. Alright. Holding my end, sewing these 2 together. A little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch seam. Definitely back stitching at the top. So I have my opening, I have my front pockets. Now I need to box these corners, and I'm going to do 1 3/4 inches. Again, I'm going to do one and then the other. So I'm going to nest these seams opposites of each other. One goes one way, one the other. It's going to be a little bit harder because now this is like 6 layer thick. We're going to do 1 3/4 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and sew this one first because it's so thick, and then mark the other side and then sew that. So I'm going to back stitch. Make sure my seams are opposing. And again, this is a lot of layers right here. I'm going to do it again on the other side. 1 3/4 inches from the point. It's a little bit harder because the purse is now smaller than everything I've done so far. And that's not as flat as I would have hoped. Why is it doesn't seem flat? There we go. I can fill those seams on top of each other. Find my point. Down 1 3/4 inches. I'm also lining up my 45-degree line on the edge where I've created a triangle here at this edge. Why is it not marking? There we go. Take it over. Sew through all this thickness. Make sure my seams are nesting. Easy fix. I'm not even going to worry about it matching because I know it will. So I'm just going to push hard to get that big ass seam. Big, not at, you know what I'm saying. This is really thick, guys. This is like super deeper. And I'm just guesstimating. I think I need to cut a little bit more off of that one. I don't want too much in there because that's a lot of bulk. Toss those away. We're going to flip it the other way now. Make sure everything's legit. Oh, this is going to be a cute little guy. Look at this. I'm so happy so far, guys. And it's got pockets on the front. Look at that. And then the inside will have its pockets. So now let's make the straps. Guess what? We still have plenty of fabric left to make straps. So I'm going to put that aside. Remember, there's still more. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips. And I still have this much left. So now I'm going to cut 2.5 inch strips off of the rest of this. Because now the rest of it's just going for the handles. So 2.5 inch strips. As many as I can get. I might have to make these 2-sided though. We'll see right now how long they end up. I'm not going to get 2.5 from the rest of that. Oh no, no, almost. seriously almost like I could probably fudge that if I wanted to and put the selvage in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do that. We're gonna fudge it and put the selvage in because it's gonna be within a seam anyway, making a strap. All right. See how long 3 become? Oh, that's perfect. All right, so I'm gonna sew 3 together, and I'm gonna sew 3 together like that, and these will be my straps. All right, so just bring it over here, toss that out of the way, right sides together, and I got the selvage in it, and I really don't care because it's gonna be folded in anyway, and nobody's ever gonna see it. All right, the red, like this. Alright, so I'll take that over to press it. So there's one strap that's ready. I just made a bag and I saw that and I saw it cute. It's adorable little bag. Love it. Thank you. I'm having fun with this one. This one is going together super duper quickly. And the colors just look awesome. And the white was perfect instead of using another color. It probably would have drawn away anyway if I would have used a totally different color. All right, let's take this over and press these because we're also going to line these with batting. All right, so I'm going to start by pushing all the seams one direction. Everything seems to be going this way. So I'm going to push those 2 that I just did. Push that way, and push that way. So these straps are going to be a little bit more challenging because there's so many seams, but I'm going to make it work. So I'm going to start by folding it in half, like this. And wait, I liked it in half last time. What did I do that was different? I just folded that corner up, didn't I? Oh, anyway, I'm just going to fold it in half first and start that way, like I'm doing binding. Fold it in half, and then I'll make the other half marks as soon as this is folded. So can you believe I'm getting all this, the pocket, the purse, and the straps all from those 7 strips? That's pretty good, right? All right, now that it's in half, I'm going to press the halves towards the middle. Like so. And try not to burn my fingers while I'm at it because I do that constantly. A lot of seams. But I'm going to put batting in it and it'll be just fine. This will probably be the longest part of the purse, is pressing all this. All right, now I'm going to fold and press the other side. And to the halfway point. Okay. So that now will be folded in half. So these are some skinny straps. I don't know if I like them that skinny. I don't even need batting if I make them this skinny. Let's see. What do you guys think? This is too skinny, huh? I think it's too skinny. I'm going to press that back. I don't like it. It's too skinny. Oops. I have an idea, but I think I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm going to cut some strips. Just random. I'll lay it in there. No, I don't like that. Let's just cut 1-inch strips. I know what I'm going to do now because I think it'll be easier. I'm out of the camera for just a minute, so I'm going to cut some 1-inch strips of all this leftover batting. I'll be right in the camera in a minute. Come on, seriously, batting? It's sticking to my table like a lot. And you. And yes, I'm going to Franken-piece these in. Just because I can. Cut some more. Straps on our charity bags, cut 5 inches. Well, I did not have 5 inches, so that's okay. These are 2.5. I'll figure it out. I always make things work. Oops, I need the rotary cutter. I mean, I could sew them to white and do bottom white. Oh my God, why don't I just do that, huh? Now that I think about it, I can just do white and how big will they come out if I lose a 1/4 inch there, a 1/4 inch there? I know how to do this, I just forgot. Let's see. How long is this? Not long enough. I'm going to cut 2, 1, and 3. Yeah, 3. I'm going to cut 1 3/4 inch strips, 2 of them. No, I'm going to cut 2 2-inch strips. That's more better. So give me a second and I'll be on camera in just a second. I have an idea. Yes, that's better. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew to one side, sew to one side, like that. You'll see I have an idea. So I'll be right in the sewing machine in 2 seconds. I'm going to sew these 2 strips right side together. And I'm going to make a weird, I don't know if I'm going to make a tube or if I'm just kind of sewing. I don't know how that's going to work. Trying to think outside the box, different than what I normally have been doing. Probably should be using a rotary cutter. That's okay. It's not even going to be this long of a strap anyway because it's not that big of a bag. This needs to be long enough. All right, now let's press. Towards the white, I guess. Okay, now it's going to be funky. See, I don't know how I would get the batting in there though, honestly. But I'm going to sew it and make a tube and hook something to the end to pull it through. Safety pin with string on it. There's a safety pin. Hold on, guys. One, two. All right. I figured out how I'm going to do this. Sort of. I'm going to put string with a safety pin. I don't know how I'm going to get the batting in here though. I'm going to string and safety pin this end right here. So I'm going to sew the tube. I'm putting the safety pin in there and I'm going to sew it face down in there into tubes. So that way I can pull the tube through. Oops, I probably put that on there wrong. That way I can have something to grab onto. Pull it through. Hopefully that works. Alright, so now I'm going to sew down both sides. And I don't know how I'm going to get the batting in there, but I'm going to figure it out. Hope it's raining. I smell it too. Ooh-wee. I love the smell of rain. I just don't like how it makes me feel. So I got that little thing in there. Just what pull it as I go? I don't know how that works. We'll figure it out. Face batting to end before turning. Oh, you mean sew it on the end? It's going to be hard because I actually don't have a long enough piece. Maybe I do over there. We'll look in a second. Hold on. We'll see right now. I could probably pull it through with it. I will figure this out. So I'm probably doing it wrong anyway. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get that through. Oh, this one's supposed to be pulling. Yeah, that's not going to work. have anything to put in there besides over scissors, I guess. Will work. So I need to put the batting on this end then. Let's see if I can even reach this to pull it through. I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? That was supposed to be able to be reached. It's all wrong. It's all wrong, I tell you. It's not going to work, guys. There's no way I'd be able to put the batting in here. Yes, can push on end with pencil. All right, let's see if I can cut some batting, because I don't know if that's going to work. More strap batting. About that size. Let's see, guys. How thick will it need to be? Probably like 2 inches. I mean, 1.5 inches. Let's just do 1.5 inches. There's so much. This is all the batting from the quilt you have, Jim. It's got so much green and pink on it. Okay, let's straighten up this edge. Okay, let's do 1.5 inch strip. And we're going to try to push this through. Oh my goodness. Do it again. 1.5 inch strip. And try to push this through. Okay. Let's see if I can even do this. So if I lay it on here, like so, right? In theory, I should be able to pull it through with it. If this takes me all night, it's going to be super hard. I'm doing it slowly. Okay, so I guess I chose the hard way doing this. I'm never doing it this way again, guys. Ever. Pin safety pin on one end, place the safety pin inside, and feed it through. I'm just using my thumb and fingers. This is like seriously hard. I don't think a safety pin would have even helped. Not in my case, at least. I always push from one end with a pencil or a dowel. I don't have even a dowel. Just have my scissors. Trying to look around here if I have something that'll fit in here all the way. I don't. pencil out. I need a long stick. That's not going to work. I don't have anything. This better not break again. Remind me not to do it this way ever again, guys. I'm ready to just pull it and seam rip and do it my other way. White long thing over at the sewing machine. What white long thing at the sewing machine? Okay, I'm not liking this. Screw this. Screw it. I'd rather pick it out and fold it with the iron my way. All that batting just tore up in there anyway. I just yanked it so hard. Caught me fell apart. Seam rip it after I press it though, because that's a horrible. I'll be in the camera in a second, guys. I just need to fix my strip here. Absolutely totally messed up. All right. I'm just gonna do this my way. Give me a second to pick it, and we can just chit chat while I pick. So, how many we got here? 17 of you. Holy moly! How many of you are in the chat? Let's see, Greener Pastures, Vicky, Jen. Is that it? The only three that are talking? I don't recommend this whole ripping fabric thing. I do it often though. No, I probably shouldn't do it this way. Brenda's here sewing on my left. Are you talking about the stand? The thing that holds the thread? Yeah, that doesn't come off. It goes down. I gotta fix all my seams now too, thanks to my wanting to get this done quick. Everything's ripping apart. So I'm going to fix all my seams and then press and do this the other way. take me a few seconds, actually a minute or so, to do all this. Quite a few of them ripped. Maybe I should not rip the next one. See what, do you have a rod on your blinds that to turn? No. Oh yeah, but it doesn't come off. They're the wooden kind. The whole unit is broken. There are tons of brokenness on the blinds, actually. As far as you can't see it. It's what happens when you had a bunch of kids in the room for many years, and then you take over as an adult to use the room for something else. The kids have ruined the blinds. Usually they're not open, actually. It's just my curtain closed. Just resewing all these seams, by the way, guys. Normally I would too, but I don't want to turn it. It's too whatever. I think I'm just gonna spend this few minutes doing this. I'm gonna try not to rip that one like I did with this one. Just sewing all these little tips so that they don't come open again. So what happens when you cut strip sets though, your ends have more chances of cutting open. That's why they tell you to stitch with a smaller stitch length when you're sewing strip piecing together. Because if you're subcutting it, the smaller the stitch length, the less chances of ripping as fast. But then nobody rips their quilt pieces like I do sometimes. I don't normally do that though. That one didn't rip. Okay. I'm going to press this. Good morning, Nicole. Alright, let me press this. I'll be right back. 2 seconds, guys. And then I'll start ripping that other one. Because this is all wrinkled to crazy now. Thanks to my ripping. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. I should have just went with my original. Okay, let's put that there temporarily. Let's carefully rip this one. I'm going to do it while standing. That way I can read the screen. 18 here and 7 thumbs up. Please hit the like, Tiffany, and YouTube. Thank you. Yes, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. This Insomniac series is for people who miss my daytime feeds when I do come on live streams, so that the Insomniacs get just as much of me as people that are awake during the day instead of night. As well as these episodes is like a TV episode. You never know what's going to happen in the next episode. So these ones, it's not even going in the description. They're just episodes. So you'll never know what's going to be in it. The description of each video will tell you what I'm doing, but the actual front, in the description below, that will tell you, but in the actual front words that you see to click on it, it just says Insomniac. So you guys always just be prepared for something different. Whether I'm fixing or finishing another project and or starting something new. That one ripped. Hoping it wouldn't. Gotta be an easier way to seam it, that's for sure. It's this way. I don't want to stand anymore. Don't know how to like when on live. Oh, I can show you guys how to do that. For those of you who are new watching YouTube videos and you're doing it from phones or tablets, from a phone, see how there's a chat box and stuff? There is an X right here. X that X. And then it has all the options of thumbs up, thumbs down, live chat, next video, report, blah, 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 you know? And then this little arrow right here gives you the description below so that you can see everything, and it goes to links and so on and so forth. And I know you guys are seeing me within me, but that's how it works. So when you want to go to that, and then you can go back to live chat, and that's how you chat in like the chat box, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. And then when you're done typing, you would press send, you know, just like that. So that's how you would do it from there. On a computer, it's, I don't even know how to do it on the computer. I haven't even done it from the computer. I think you'd have to leave the live chat completely. But that's how it's done. From phones and tablets are exactly the same. Even from my iPad thingy, it's the same. You X that little X, and it goes to it. Usually when you come on a live stream, the chat comes up right away. At least it does any live stream I ever go on. And I go on a lot, because a lot of you have seen me in all the live chats I go in. I go on everybody's. I was just watching Quilts earlier. She was on live. She's so funny. She's planning on doing a block swap next year in 2020 in June or so, I think. I was trying to pay attention at the same time as watching, but yeah. So I'm hopefully going to do that next year. But I have a lot of plans for all sorts of things next year. Click under the video, thumbs up here. I just said that. I think there's a delay. There's definitely a delay. All right, so let's get these handles done, because this is taking too long. This little purse should have been done already. You know? Super adorable, though. Oh, and I found my snap thing, but now I went to the store to find a way to put snaps and buttons on purses. And yeah, I saw this little chingadeer device. I got to show you guys. I saw this weird device at the store at the button area. So I was like, I have one of these, and I'm thinking about it. Where the heck is it? It was in one of my craft drawers. I thought it was in the garage. So now I need to figure out what buttons, what snaps or whatever go with it. I have no idea. So yeah, once I figure that out, then I can put snaps and buttons on all my purse. All snap button thingies, whatever they're called, on all the purses. So yeah, I got that. Actually, I have two of them. I have a little red one too. I guess it's for smaller projects or something, or smaller buttons. But it's really tiny. But I don't have any buttons. I went through all of my little craft things and I can't find them, so I don't know why I had the device if I didn't have any buttons for it. Or snaps, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what the darn thing is called. I just know it's a snap apparatus. It puts snaps on. There's probably a technical name for it, but I even have ribbon. I didn't know I had as much ribbon as I have, but I have ribbon in my craft stuff too. Almost done picking. Gotta go. Have a great day. Feel better. All right. Bye, Brenda. Thank you. I'm hoping to feel better. As long as the rain stops soon, it'll be better. It was sprinkling a little bit ago, but now it's just wind. What was I going to say? I don't even know what I was going to say, but we'll see you next time. Have a good day at whatever you're doing, work or whatever. All right. almost done. Just a few more picks, and then I got to sew all those seams real quick that are falling apart. Now that I've unhooked all this. All right, here we go. That's raining there. All right, sew all these re-shut again. That's not open enough. That one's open. I'm only sewing the ones that are ripped open. Sort of. No, good, good, good. Not good. Not good. Whew. All right. I press this, and then we're going to take both pieces and press them my way and do everything my way. So now I'm going to press it in half. No, I'm just going to fold this end in actually, and then fold that 1/4 inch back up. Oh yeah, let's do that. Fold that 1/4 inch up all the way, because now there's a stitch line making it nice. Pull those threads out of the way. And I'm going to fold this side, because that has a stitch line now. We're going to fold it up about 1/2 inch actually. And then press this way. All right, come on. Get it on there. Oh yeah, this is going to work, hopefully. Really nicely. And then I'll put the batting in the middle and then sew down both sides. Should have done this in the first place. Seriously. All right. So I'm just going to throw some batting in the middle and sew down both sides. All right, let's do this one. Fold this side up about 1/2 inch. That worked out perfect on the other one. Do it my way also. Yeah, it seems this way. It seems better than trying to flip that. That was just a waste of my time. I could have been done by now. All right, now let's fold this one over. Since there's already a stitch line, it makes it easier because I already stitched that. This folds really nicely, and I just catch the edge of the fabric. Any dark threads out because I hate that in white. Now fold this one on top of this, and it should lay flat, creating a nice flat equal piece. These should be good enough straps. They're thick for a small bag. Let's just find out how thick this is. It's probably 1 1/4 inches about. So see, it comes to the edge, just like that. So you can see a little bit on the color on the sides, just a little bit. So let's measure, and we're going to put the batting in it and seal it up. Let's bring this up here. That 1 1/2 inch piece will not fit in there. Put that down. Let's do 1 1 1/4 inch piece of batting for it. So I just need 2 cuts. 1 1/4. Out of the way. I really have a lot of floor to clean up tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to open this up. Place my batting in. It's longer. That's okay. Place it in all the way, like so. Look at that, I cut it exact. Bring it inside there. And I'll fold this back over and sew it. I'll top stitch the one side first to close it, and then I'll come back and do the other side. So let's lay this one in this one. Great idea, right? This works better. Hi, Christine. Hi, Tiffany, everyone. How are you all? I'm surprised to see you on. It's early evening here. I'm on because it's 2:15 in the morning, and this is an Insomniac episode. So, and I came up with the idea in my head and said, I need to put it on fabric instead of paper. With these whole purse things that I'm obsessed with lately. I'm just obsessed with making purses. All right, so that's ready for me to sew. Now, let's sew it. So again, I'm just folding the thing over, and I'm just going to sew right on the edge, like 1/8 of an inch. Probably even the back stitch right here. Now I'm going to sew this up. Just making sure that I fold the batting, making sure it's in there, making sure my folded top piece comes over it. Going right along the edge, all the way down. Bill went home from hospital today, no surgery so far. Oh, that's great. That is great. Good to hear. He's doing well, though, other than all that. On meds. Okay. So he'll get better soon. So I'm sewing down this side, and then I'm going to sew down the other side as well. And I have some bowing going on, but I'm trying to work it in carefully and slowly. Some of these, they'll probably have to be trimmed down anyway. They're going to be too long for that little bag. All right. So now I'm going to sew down the opposite side. Just sew 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. And I'm also going to stitch, I think I'm just going to stitch on down the center of this as well. I think I'm going to do 2 stitches, 1 1/4 inch away from this side and 1 1/4 inch from that stitch. They're going to get trimmed anyway. I never catch the start. Anyways, that's okay. You'll see it when I'm finished. The bag is already made. I'm just finishing the straps. I had strap issues. That looks way better double stitched like that. Looks professional. All right, let's seal this one up now. I should have put some clips on it or something, but again, I'm lazy. Lazy me. The part that I'm never probably going to be really good at is with straps that have adjustable straps and stuff like that. I was watching a video earlier about that, and yeah, I don't know if I can do that. But I assume I am creative enough to figure things out. I just don't know yet. That's, I guess, the word, if I'm ready to do that. Just like the zippers. Zippers is next, though. I want to do zippers next, but I guess I would have to have some kind of special strap with a zipper bag. I've literally gone bag crazy, though, if you guys haven't noticed. And they're all different, which is even better. It's actually really cool for them all to be different. Just need to try. I know. Well, I just tried the pocket thing, and so far it's working really good. Alright, I'm going to sew down this other side, and then sew 1/4 inch away from both sides. I'm gonna have to trim away all these extra strings that are all over the place. All right. Now, let's see how long they need to be. We're just going to pretend this is the right side, you know. It's actually perfect. Just put it on my shoulder. Oh yeah, perfect. So let me just make sure they're both the same exact size. And I'm going to opposite side them too. Not the exact same size, but we're going to make sure they are. By straightening this up real quick. Line that up, line it up, line it up. Just like that. I'm going to cut this in. Just like literally just straightening it up. Oh my god, that's so thick. And then we're going to come to this end and literally just straighten that up too. And then we're going to sew them on. Barely cut anything off. Alright. Cow's pattern, 4 bags. Okay. So, where do I want my handles? I want the white to be, when the purse is open, I want colored to be on the outside. Color outside, color outside, color outside. So, this is sewing on like this. Okay. And I'm going to backstitch a bazillion times too. And I know I'm lining it up in a strip since this is the width of a strip now. And I'm just going to sew them on. It's on there. It's on the seam. Matchy, matchy, matchy. Matchy, matchy. Nice and good. One down. One to go. This one will sew right here into this blue. Lining it up right there, right there. And let's put the other sides on. Make sure it's going to be the same thing. So when it's lifted up, the color's on the outside. I don't want yellow on that side. I want red on the side. Line it up, the seam right here. I'm totally just kind of eyeballing things here, really lining seams up, and that's it. Everything else is just whatever. Alright, so comes that way, comes that way, and that way, so it goes down on that. Here. It would help if I had bobbin. Hopefully this will sew the last of the first together. I think I'll just stick to quilts. Right? The only reason why I haven't been doing quilts, I don't know if you missed the first part of this video, is because I have so many to long arm and I don't want to make the pile any bigger. I want to complete the ones that are hanging, so I'm doing other projects and lollygagging pretty much through the rest of this year because I do want to get my birthday quilt made. So I'm kind of just lollygagging on little projects here and there that need to be completed. All right. Now, we're going to, I know this looks funky, but it'll be cute in a second. If they're really long, I know. All right, right side. Put this in here. We'll drop the straps in here. Also going to put the lining in here, right sides together. Make sure that opposite side, so I want it on this side. I'm going to put it on both sides of the strap. Open it up. I'm not even going to measure. I'm just going to start with the ends and sew all the way around. I'm going to line up my seam right here. I'm going to nest it. I got my bottom hole so I can flip the whole thing out. The handles are down in there. I'm just going to nest right here and go all the way around. With like a little bit more than a 1/4 inch seam. Same as I've been doing this whole time. With everything. So now that that's there, I'm just going to line it up and go around. Everything should match up. Everything was cut the same exact size. When I get to a handle, I will go over it a zillion times. Not really a zillion, I'm just doing 3. Alright, keep going. This lining up perfectly. I love things when they line up and matchy-matchy. Let's see, I'm going to start quilted book covers for Christmas gifts. Fun, fun. We made Maxine one like 2-3 years ago with some scraps. It turned out really poopy. I didn't like it. It was really horrible. So I ain't doing that no more. Alright. I'm just going to go around it one more time because I don't think my seam allowance was good enough. There we go. Kind of went past under my 1/4 inch seam in some spots. So now it's just being triple sewed, that's all. Alright. 2 final steps. Pull the purse through the hole. Wrangle it through that little hole. I could have made the hole any smaller. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Now, slide this in here, make sure everything's good. This is a funky, cute little looking bag. I kind of like it. Like really weird like this. Now, I'm going to stitch around the whole top. You guys have seen me do this a zillion times, but I'm going to make sure and just get it nice. My fingers real quick, pushing that lining down in there, pulling the straps up, making sure everything is nicely aligned, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So we'll sew it around and then we'll stitch that opening shut. So I'm going to start right here. Just going to sew probably just a 1/4 inch, nice decorative 1/4 inch. It's not decorative, but like the way it's going to sit on here, you know, with that lining tucked under. So we're going to start right here, small back stitch. I'm just going to go all the way around with a quarter inchish seam. Everything's the way I want it. My strap's pulled up as I'm going. Snip away any loose threads while I'm at it. Christmas. Oh yeah, those were kind of cool. I don't like Christmassy stuff because I don't decorate besides a tree. I thought those were kind of snazzy. Like, how did she even know where to measure to start making the folds? You must really have to have a lot of time on your hands to play with the fabric until you get that perfect fold. It's an origami type deal, you know? Rest of the way, almost at the beginning. And almost there. A couple more stitches away from being done. And that's done. Now I'm going to pull the lining out and seal that at the bottom. I'm just going to finger press it under and top stitch the whole thing across. Actually, I'm going to press it with the iron because that's not laying the way I want. I'll be right back. 2 seconds, because if I turn the camera, it's no, I'm not going to be here long. So just pressing it under. That seam just does not want to stay under. Oh, hold you cutesy little thing. Aw, such a little hole. I know I'm weird. It's that whole middle of the night thing, guys. Alright. So I'm going to stitch this shut. And then I'll be done. I'll stitch from one side of my seam to the other. Well, sort of. And here on this edge. Thing stitched. Look at that. You guys ready to see my masterpiece? Except hers has a hold on. Does everybody watch Donna Jordan? Love the Christmas napkins? Yes. Also the other channels before hers, except hers has a trunk. Alright guys. Here it is. So many threads that I should pick. Alright. They're just everywhere. So here's my long-handled. It's long-handled. It's like big bunny ears. And get this, I did front pockets. And pockets. And they're separate, so there's 2 separate front pockets. And they totally line up. And then when you go inside, there's pockets on the inside. And I did it the opposite side of the front pockets. So the inside has 2 separate pockets as well. And they are matching in color. And they go all the way to the bottom of the purse. Couldn't have planned it any better. Just like these. All the way to the bottom of the purse. Couldn't have planned it any better. So look at that, guys. Just because it has long, funky looking handles, I don't think it makes any difference. But that double stitch, you see the double stitch? Doesn't that look clean looking, being a double stitch instead of single? So let's put this on my shoulder so that you guys can see. It's time to go shopping. It fits just right. Look at that. I can put my phone there. Actually, let's see if it works. If it was made big enough. It's a phone. Look at that, guys. So I can just fits in there. Or it can go on the inside pocket. Let's make sure. It's in the inside pocket, just like that. Oops, can't even see. It fell forward. So it fits on the inside pocket. So yeah, well, look at that. Cutesy purse. I'm really on a purse kick. You haven't noticed. I do have to trim away all these threads though, because those are going to annoy me. But it happens. I'll get all that later. But for now, there's that. There's its pockets. White on the lining, white on the straps, color in the pockets. Worked out perfect. So yes, isn't that great? And inside these pockets are white, so it looks like it was supposed to be because it was the next cut, you know? So it matches up perfect. Bam! All right. My nice long-handled purse needs a snap right there, just one. And that's it. And all these threads trimmed. They're just, some of them are just from picking up threads. So there we have it, guys. Another bag. And it's finally out of my head. It worked out great. So, hold on, let me put the comments back on. All right, guys, so thank you for hanging out for another Insomniac video. It's Insomniac Quilting Series, episode 7 was just now. Made a purse. And it's small enough to fit all sorts of stuff because it's got lots of pockets. So, thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to be new to my channel. Head down that way. Right there. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. Get notifications when I'm live. And or whatever. What else was I going to say? Yeah, like my videos and share them. Other than that, I thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to go have a smoke and drink some water and go to sleep. Maybe. So, bye everyone. Hugs too.